Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the topic three-phase induction motor starter. First, we saw see the what are the need for starter. When a three-phase induction motor is switched on at normal supply voltage, heavy current will flow through the motor because at the time of starting there is no back EMF. An induction motor, when directly switched on, take 5 to 7 times its full load current and it's develop only 1.5 to 2.5 times full load torque. This initial ingress of excessive current is objectionable because it will produce a large line voltage drop. This will affect the operation of other electrical equipments connected to the same line. Due to this, starters are used for starting the three-phase induction motor. Next, what are the types of the starters? DOL starter, direct online starter, primary resistance starter, auto transformer starter, star delta starter, rotor resistance starter. The first one is direct online starter. A motor of small capacity which gather normal speed quickly can be started with this starter. A small capacity motor draws only small amount of current. This may not cause much voltage drop in the supply line. M1, M2, M3 are the main contactor which are normally open type, used for making and breaking the motor line current. These contactors are operated by a relay coil. S2, S3, S4 are normally closed type and are connected in series with the relay coil. When DPST switch is closed under voltage relay coil is energized, and it will operate the main contactor to form closed path. Hence, the full voltage is fed to the motor and it runs. Closing the contactor A retains the supply to the UVRSC. Contactor S2 is used to disconnect the supply from the motor by manually pressing it. Remote operation of the same can be achieved with the help of the contactor S3. The relationship between the starting torque to full load torque is given by TST divided by TFL is equal to ISC divided by IFL the whole squared into SF. The next one is the primary resistance or a reactance starter. A variable resistance or reactance is connected in series with the supply terminal of the motor. The purpose of this resistance is to reduce the supply voltage. This reduced voltage is given to the motor terminal. The reduced voltage limit the starting current. If the voltage across the terminal is reduced by 50%, then the starting current is reduced by 50%, but torque is reduced to 25% of the full load value. Next one is the auto transformer. This starter is used to give a reduced voltage to the three-phase induction motor to limit the starting current. The reduced voltage is obtained by an auto transformer. The supply is given to terminal 1, 3 and 5 of the movable handle, and the motor is connected to 2, 4 and 6 of the handle through an OLRC, that means overload release coil. Low voltage protection is achieved by means of UVRSC, undervolt release coil. The relationship between the starting torque to full load torque is x squared into ISC divided by IFL the whole squared into SF. Next one is the star delta starter. This method is used in motors which are meant to run normally with the delta connected stator winding. It consisting of a two-way switch which connect the motor in star for starting and then in delta for running. When the two-way switch is start position, the stator winding is connected to star. The applied voltage is reduced by a factor of 1 by root 3. Hence, the starting current is reduced. When the motor speed reaches 70% to 80% of normal value, the switch is changed to run position when the motor is connected in delta. Therefore, full voltage is applied to the motor in the running condition. A star delta starter is much cheaper compared to auto transformer starter. This starter is mainly used for small and medium size motors. The last one is the rotor resistance starter. This starter can be used for slip ring induction motor. External or starting wind is connected in the rotor terminal. In this method, the motor is always started with the full line voltage applied across the stator terminal. The value of the starting current is adjusted by introducing a variable resistance in the rotor circuit. At starting, full resistance is included and hence the starting current is reduced. The resistance is gradually cut off of the rotor circuit as the motor gathers speed.